1 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Asma Hafiz. First, the headlines. Information Minister says no firing was carried out on PTI protesters and there were no fatalities among them. Pakistan Stock Exchange witnessed over 2,900 points increase in 100 index at the start of business today. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, occupied forces have arrested several youth during search operations in various districts. The United Nations has welcomed announcement of a ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon. And now the news in detail. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Ataullah Tarar has said no firing was carried out on PTI protesters and there were no fatalities among them. During a visit to D Chowk and Jinnah Avenue in Islamabad overnight, he said PTI is resorting to business propaganda to avoid embarrassment. He clarified that while the protesters were dispersed, there was no state firing involved. Pointing to deserted vehicles left behind by protesters, Information Minister said they damaged public property. He said it is beyond understanding as to what was the main aim of their protest. The minister criticized PTI leadership, saying that making big claims and then fleeing protest site is their hallmark. He said both Bushra Bibi and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Chief Minister Ali Amin Gandapur fled together in the same vehicle. Parliamentary Secretary for Information and Broadcasting Danial Chaudhry says government amicably handled the situation in Islamabad. Addressing a news conference in Islamabad today, he said there was no use of force or weapons against protesters. He said there were no deaths of protesters because of government action, regretting the propaganda of PTI in this regard. He said 900 protesters were arrested from different areas, which included most wanted criminals, and 37 Afghan nationals were brought to incite anarchy. Situation has returned to normal in Islamabad following clearance of D Chowk and other adjoining areas of PTI protesters. Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi visited the area between D Chowk and Khyber Plaza. He met with personnel of law enforcement agencies and praised their bravery. He expressed appreciation for Rangers, Islamabad, Punjab, Sindh Police, FC and Pakistan Army for clearing D Chowk and surrounding areas. Special Investment Facilitation Council is continuing efforts to promote business opportunities and economic stability. In this connection, Indonesia hosted a networking event to strengthen economic relations with Pakistan. On the occasion, efforts were emphasized to enhance trade and cultural exchanges between the two countries. The importance of scientific and technological research exchanges to address shared environmental challenges was also discussed. Pakistan Stock Exchange witnessed a bullish and positive trend with an increase of over 2,900 points in 100 index at the start of business today. The 100 index that had closed at 94,574 points yesterday reached 97,507 points this morning. This shows increasing confidence of business community on economic policies of the government. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, occupied forces have arrested several youth during massive cordon and search operation in various districts. Indian forces conducted large-scale crackdowns in 56 areas across Rajouri, Poonch, Udhampur, Doda and Reisi districts. The operations primarily targeted civilians, particularly peace and freedom activists. The United Nations has welcomed announcement of ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon. Secretary General Antonio Guterres in a statement expressed hope that agreement can put an end to the violence between the two countries. The statement said Secretary General has urged parties to fully respect and swiftly implement all of their commitments made under this agreement. And now cricket. Third and final one-day international between Pakistan and Zimbabwe will be played in Bulawayo tomorrow. The match will begin 12:30 in the afternoon. And that's all from the newsroom. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.